Ida B. Wells was a journalist, teacher, anti-lynching crusader, suffragist, and one of the fiercest truth-tellers in American history. Born enslaved on July 16, 1862, in Holly Springs, Mississippi, Wells came into the world during the Civil War. After emancipation, her parents taught her the value of education, independence, and racial pride. But tragedy came early. When yellow fever killed both of her parents and a younger brother, Ida became responsible for helping care for her siblings while still a teenager. She became a teacher, but her real weapon became the pen. In Memphis, Tennessee, Wells began writing about racism, segregation, and injustice. She understood that newspapers could do more than report events. They could expose lies, defend Black communities, and force America to look at the violence it wanted to hide. Her life changed after the 1892 lynching of Thomas Moss, Calvin McDowell, and Will Stewart, three Black businessmen in Memphis. Moss was a friend of Wells. Their successful grocery business had threatened white competitors, and a white mob murdered them. Wells investigated the case and began exposing the truth about lynching. White society claimed lynching was about protecting white women, but Wells showed that many lynchings were actually about economic competition, racial control, political power, and punishing Black independence. She wrote boldly. She named the lie. She named the killers. She named the system. Because of her courage, a white mob destroyed her newspaper office while she was out of town. She was warned that she would be killed if she returned to Memphis. But exile did not silence her. Wells continued her anti-lynching campaign from the North, writing, lecturing, and traveling internationally to expose American racial terror. She also fought for women's suffrage, but she challenged the racism inside the suffrage movement itself. At the 1913 Women's Suffrage Parade in Washington, D.C., organizers wanted Black women to march separately. Ida B. Wells refused. She stepped into the Illinois delegation and marched anyway. That was Ida B. Wells, unwilling to wait, unwilling to hide, unwilling to be placed in the back of any movement. She helped found major organizations, including the National Association of Colored Women and the NAACP, though she often clashed with leaders who wanted a more cautious approach. Wells believed truth required courage, not comfort. She died on March 25, 1931, but her legacy remains alive in journalism, civil rights, women's rights, and every fight against racial violence. Closing, Ida B. Wells did not just report the truth. She risked her life to drag America's crimes into the light and proved that a Black woman's pen could shake a nation.